Hello everyone, this is the Controversial Canadians. Today we just want to give a few reasons as to how we think the Conservative Party of Canada, and specifically Andrew Scheer, could improve and what it would take for us to support them.
Yeah, I mean we've given them a lot of we've thrown a lot of mud at them the past few videos, so we thought maybe we should make a video where we give the Conservative Party some constructive criticism. So first of all, the first issue that would the first thing that could really be changed is the towing the party line policy that the Conservatives have adopted, just like the Liberals.
Shutting down other MPs within the party. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, if the Liberal Party, if Justin Trudeau wants the party to have a certain stance, everybody has to fall in line. And Andrew Scheer, unfortunately, seems to have adopted a similar kind of program here.
Yeah, my own riding's MP, Ted Falk, brought up abortion as murder last May, and Mr. Scheer shut him down. Or Max Bernier, for instance, before he left the party, shut down on both supply management and immigration, as well as other issues, because not in line with the party. Well, freedom of speech, I would say, is probably the most conservative value out there right now.
I mean, the leader of a political party can hold certain views, but that doesn't mean that all the other MPs that get elected should have to adopt the same approach.
Yeah, people vote their MP for a reason, and when their MP is getting shutting down, that's not fair. We live in a democracy, right?
Theoretically,
I mean, it's iffy and it's getting worse and worse. But the main point is
we have to keep pretending.
If this is supposed to be a democracy, well then we're going to call on the government to act as a democracy. Second point we'd like to make is take strong moral stances, Mr. Scheer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he says I'm pro-life. I'm in support of traditional marriage, but we're not going to discuss those in my government.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, many would say, oh, well, he can't talk about abortion or any other moral issues because nobody will support him. I think that's wrong. I think that there are a lot more people who are pro-life than most people think. I mean, what do you think?
Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. That's my thought process on this whole topic.
There's also the fact that on the Liberal political spectrum, you got the Green Party, which, I mean, it's basically a joke, but I mean, at least it takes a little bit of votes, right? And then you've got the NDP and the Liberal. So with also Maxime Bernier is pro-choice. So with all those parties soaking up the pro-choice vote, we actually have a decent chance of getting a pro-life candidate in.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I mean, Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson, we've mentioned her before. She tried to run for the Conservatives twice, but she was shut down because she wouldn't back down on abortion. Her views that it's wrong and that it's murder. And in fact, when Mr. Scheer was originally asked about it, he said, "No, we won't discuss it because I can't force my religious views on people." Well, it's not really a view of religion, it's more of a morality.
And let's be clear here, we're not trying to force our moral beliefs on everybody. I mean, however, there's certain issues in society that right-wing conservatives like us, we believe that really need to be addressed and brought up in Parliament, yeah. And I think abortion is one of them.
Well, I mean, especially when it's like everybody holds to the moral stance that the taking of an innocent life is morally wrong. So we're just trying to say that this is part of that. This is included in that package. Yeah. And so, I mean,
we're not here to talk about abortion.
No, but I mean, taking weak stances on such topics, at least on the left, they will take stances. What we want is on the right, we want people to take just as strong of stances. And then our third area was start proposing on issues that Canadians actually care about. Defund the CBC.
Yeah. I think it'd be better if that organization was just privatized. I mean, they produce some good stuff. I mean, look at, the Fifth Estate and Marketplace. Those are decent, decent shows. I mean, they are from a liberal point of mind, but I mean, I think they could do well as a non-government funded organizations. So, I mean, of course they're going to have to shrink a lot.
Yeah. I mean, for myself, it's like Scheer keeps going, let's abolish the carbon tax. Let's abolish the carbon tax. And, that's great and all, but I mean, when I listen to Bernier, he's like, let's defund the CBC. Probably the loudest applause I've heard when I watch the rallies of any of the leaders. And then he also is like, we gotta be really careful with the UN because they're a really corrupt organization.
Yeah, he definitely needs to take a stand against
and that is
the
stuff
United
that
Nations.
people care about. But Scheer, all he says is carbon tax. There's nothing else there. And we'd really like for the Conservatives to start proposing on such issues. I mean, he says he has an issue with the current way that immigration is being done by the current government. But he doesn't state how he wants to change it. Bernier said, let's bring it back to 250,000. At least Bernier has stated a policy, how he wants to do it, how he wants to enact it. Mr. Scheer just says, we don't like how it's currently being done. So, I mean, we'd like transparency, which we didn't get from the Harper government or the Trudeau government now. And we'd like honesty.
And if Andrew Scheer, if you're listening to this, we'd just like to say that, there are a lot of other conservative people like us who are unhappy with the platform you've been putting out. So you may think that if you adopt our ideas that you're hurting yourself, but I mean, at the end of the day, what really matters, promoting what Canadian conservative people care about. I mean, you're going to call, you're leader of the Conservative Party. You should be supporting strong conservative values, and you're not. You're really failing at that.
The majority of the people I know voting for the Conservative Party now, in fact, are not voting for the Conservative Party. They're doing it begrudgingly to vote against the Liberal Party.
Now, what does that sound like?
2016 election USA, what?
Well, that's pretty much all we had for today. Thanks for watching.
This has been the Controversial Canadians once again.